While I started in the investment business in 1987, I didn't start the winning edge until 1994. A lot of things happened that helped me develop my principles for starting my own firm. One of the things that I found when I worked for other companies is that they use different types of quotas and sales systems. I had other associates that worked for other big companies, names that you've all heard of, and companies that are quite frankly having a lot of trouble. The thing that's going on in my mind is that I found when someone is looking out for a commission and companies are saying, hey, you have to sell X amount of shares of this particular company because it's doing really well, or we made a commitment to sell a certain number of shares. That's not something that I really liked. My goal was to do for others what I had done for myself. To look at something that's slow and steady, not that's necessarily going to be the fastest way to an end result, but the best way to an end result. So to me, I looked at it as the investment world is like a dark, dark room. Some people are afraid of the dark, and naturally so. You may get hurt, you might fall, you might bump into something. And my job is to turn the lights on in people's heads to understand why it's the best thing to do if you know what you're doing. You want to take the fear out of it. Most people don't understand the investment business and don't want to. That's what my job is, to help you to understand how everyday life and the things that we do every day are helping companies and industries to make money, and if we can profit by that, that's what we want to do. The main principle that made me decide to start my own firm was a conversation that I had with my grandfather. It turned out back in 1987 when I first got my license, he was sick and in the hospital and in bed. And he was so excited to be my first investment client, and I just was worried about him getting better. And quite frankly, he's like, Ben, I want to be your first client. I want to be your first client. I said, Grant, just get better. Just get out of bed. Don't worry about it. And he said, you have to understand, he says, it was a very proud moment for him, and he wanted to be that first investor. One of the things that he told me, which stuck to me from that day forward, is, Ben, when you sit down with a client, don't look at how much money you're going to make. Don't look at the commission. You take that person's information, whatever monies that they have, whatever their income is, what is their important things to them, their family, if they're looking to save for a retirement. Just get all their goals, all their financial information together, and then put their shoes on. Look at their situation and make believe it's your own. Forget what you have and just look at it as if you're now that person. If you do that and do exactly for them what you would do for your own money, you'll never have to worry about commissions or income because it's going to come naturally and it's going to take care of itself. Well, those words made a lot of sense to me because I didn't really get into the business because someone said, hey, you can make a lot of money if you sell this and you sell that. Wasn't even really my interest. My main primary goal for myself was so that I could be financially independent. And as I worked towards that financial independence and decided if I could do this for other people, what a great way to make a living, to show people how they could become independent, not have to worry about money. This became a very big guiding principle and why at The Winning Edge, we put the customer first. When you come to us, we will forget all about commissions. That part doesn't matter at all. We're going to look at how we're going to get you to your financial goals. And no matter what that particular type of product is that fits for you, there are many products available. And we need to know you so that we know what you'd be comfortable with and what would work for you. As far as other tax laws that come into play, that's going to become something very important. And we looked at the tax laws and we study them so that we make sure that they work for you, not against you. That's how those developed, and we have webisodes that will help you to understand taxes and how they apply to you as well. We hope that you will consider looking at our firm and letting us be your partner in developing a plan that will take you to a bright financial future.